Okay, everybody, this is Sharice Norwood. I represent Don't Die With Your Music Inside. You know, the title of this podcast is Frenemies. Not friends, not enemies, but frenemies. Not friend of mine, but frenemies. I am really happy right now. I'm no longer emotional or frustrated or salty or none of the above because I am aware. I'm aware of who and what real friendship and who real friends are nowadays, because I just turned 48 years old, and I have almost pretty much been a people pleaser all my life. Well, the buck stops here, baby. I am caring and loving and giving and supportive and encouraging, motivating, inspiring, you name it. I feel like, and I know I'm all that, yes, in a bag of Cheetos. But on the other hand, I can be a biot. You feel me? I can do that. I can be that. And not if you take me there, but if I have to go there. There's a difference. But my point is, I no longer have to be a biot to anybody because I am so focused on love. Love is God. God is love. And now that I realize that He is solely residing within me, He is the I am presence within me, I no longer fight anybody or anything or any circumstance. Honey, I know what the word surrender is. I know how it feels to be humble. And sometimes I just get fed up, so fed up that I have to remember, wait a minute. You're powerful beyond measure, Sharice. This is not your battle. Whatever you're doing, you're still on the right track. You're still going strong. In fact, you're so close to your breakthrough and your destiny, and you're so on the right path that I can feel it, that I can taste it, that everything coming against me is so many things. I don't even want to deal with that I don't want to bring up so much negativity. But they're challenges. They are hurdles and obstacles that I must pass, that I must go through and get over those humps, and to realize that life is a roller coaster, that I have to do this. I have to go through these things, but these things came to pass. You know, that's why the scripture says, this too shall pass. Well, it came to pass. It has to pass. You're not going to stay in the same situation, whether it's negative, or a hindrance or anything. You're not going to stay in that situation very long. God is going to fight your battle, but you are the vessel being used. So like when Job in the Bible, had to go through what he had to go through. Well, he lost everything, but he did not lose his faith in God. So that's where I'm at today. I don't feel like I have lost any friendships, first of all. And if you're my friend, you're gonna be listening to this. But if you're my frenemy, trust me, you can't stand to hear my voice, so you're not on this call. So this is not for you. In fact, this is for me and anybody else who's going through this crap. You do not have to be a fake friend to somebody, or be a friend to somebody who's being fake to you, and you know good and well they're being fake to you. But who are they fooling? Not you. Because if you feel the inclination or the warning signs or the spirit of discernment that gives you those warning signs about this particular person or people or group of people, then you need to bounce and count it all joy. And that's what it means to turn the other cheek. Get lost. Bounce. I don't know who lied and said keep your enemies close, but the devil is a liar, and so are they. I can't do it, boo-boo. You will not steal my joy. You cannot steal my joy. You cannot take my happiness away, and I won't let you. I'm too cute. Why should I be infected by you? Either I'm going to affect you in a motivational and positive way, or you will not infect me. And if I see a sign of toxicity, if I see a sign of poison, venom coming out of your mouth, if you look at me wrong, cross-sided, upside down, like you mad with me, bounce. You feel me? I don't have time for it. Life is too short, and my path is purposeful. I am on a mission to find my passion, to live my passion, to write my book, to not die with my music inside, and to tell everybody else who listen, don't die with your music inside either. That is my purpose today. I was divinely inspired to speak today because I know that there's power in the word. There's power in the spoken and through the spoken word. And there's power in the life, there's power in the tongue. And the power of death or life is in your tongue. So I am careful what I say nowadays. I no longer react, but I respond to situations by shut up, first of all, and just thinking about what should I say or what should I not say. You feel me? Because now I'm learning to use my ears, which we have two, one on the left, one on the right. That's 2. 1 + 1 = 2. Okay, I'm using my 2 ears and my 1 mouth less. And when I do use my 1 mouth, my 1 voice, it's going to be God's voice speaking through me, using me as a vessel, being used. I love being used in a good, positive, motivating way. I love it. I thrive off of it. I'm going to start waking up and finding something to be purposeful about in a positive and motivating way. That's my gift to you, to the world. I have a Blog Talk Radio show. If you just type in www.blogtalkradio/C Norwood, the initial letter C, NORWOOD. So if you just type in that, you'll go to my blog. I am going to figure out how to upload this podcast from Spreaker and upload it to my Blog Talk Radio. I'm going to figure that out today, right now, after I finish talking. But let me just tell you what inspired me to create this podcast today. First of all, I went out with a gentleman to a restaurant here in Phoenix. It was awesome. The food was great. We ate outside on the patio, had tea and refreshing water with lemon and green olives and oh my God. Anyway, it was good food. However, hey, come on. Judge me if you want, but I don't see any color. He was white, I was black. I see a person for who they are. Not that he's a bad person. I don't know. It was just our first date. But my thing is, when I see red flags or warning signs or things that I just will not, I have zero tolerance for. It's not judging. It's having the spirit of discernment. And I have been in so many relationships in my 48 years of life that I know what I want. It's just that simple. So, if you don't have a relationship with God, I'm sorry, I can't be with you. We are already unequally yoked. That's one thing. I'm not going to teach somebody about God, although I could. This could be my purpose for this gentleman, for us to be friends and things like that. But I'm looking for something. I'm looking for my Boaz. If you know the word of God, you know that Boaz is a man of God who loves God just like David did in Psalms. A man after God's own heart. That's what I'm looking for. You have already got to have established a relationship with the Lord in order to be with me. I will know, put it that way, I'll know when my Boaz or a man from God that's sent from God, specifically for me, I'll know that. Trust me. And you will too, whoever you are. But my point is, he had a bracelet on his wrist, and it has skeletons on it. Well, I totally think that represents Satan, the Antichrist. I mean, it doesn't represent good to me. A skeleton? Come on now, that's dead. I don't want to have nothing to do with dead. I just want to live and be alive and be happy, joyous, and free. Sorry, it's a sign to me, personally. To you, people think my sister and her kids, they think nothing of it. They think that having a shirt, a skateboard, or a van or shoes with it's okay. No, it's not. Not to Sharice Norwood. I'm sorry, I beg to differ. I have different views. Everybody's different. So what? You don't have to be like me, and I don't have to be like you. I don't have to be like him, and he doesn't have to conform to my request. And I have no request, because you're gonna be who you are. You know what I mean? So, and then I asked him if he had a relationship with God, and he said, I say thank you sometimes. I just say thank you sometimes. Not every day. I mean, when I walk around in my house and I see the rosemary in my grandmother's picture, I'll say thank you. That's his relationship with God. That's him. But it's not good enough for me. I know who I am. I know my worth. And that's why I'm making this podcast, because it's Frenemies. Frenemies is... it's basically, I just can't do it. I'm so happy that I have the strength to say no, to say I can't be around you anymore, to say I'm out, to actually, I ain't got to say nothing, because people know who they are. They know how they're treating you. They know that they don't like you. So I pity the fool if you think, or they think, that I'm supposed to hang around them, and I know that you're giving me evil looks, dirty looks. You're talking about me with the next person behind my back, and I totally know this. You have no idea who I am. Like, why hate me? If you learn to love me and just not judge me and things like that, you don't even know where my path has been. You feel me? When I say you, I'm speaking of the general. I'm giving you an example, an analogy of what I'm talking about, what I'm going through, and what I'm speaking of when I say frenemies. Notice I have not given any names. I have not given any situations nor circumstances, because it's not about that. I'm expressing myself, and I totally think that everyone who listens to this will either get it or they won't. In fact, they'll get it so much that they will release a person or a few people from their lives who are not supportive, who are not really down for them, who really don't have your back. You got to let it go. It's called toxicity. Release toxic people from around you. It's not necessarily you that's the problem. If you are living your life as best as possible, and if you are loving, the only way you know how to love, which is reaching out, helping people, and just being happy on a daily basis, serving God the best you can by your gifts, your talents, and things like that. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with all this. I'm so excited right now. I'm so happy because I put a post on my status for Facebook a few minutes ago. About an hour ago, excuse me. And this is what it says. Everybody's not going with you. I can't fly with weights on my wings, baby. Drop them like it's hot. Zero tolerance for frenemies. I'm really loving that delete button, that unfriend button, oh yes, and the block user button. Oh, how I love Facebook, but not more than common sense. Boo-boo. Okay, so I wrote that post and I got lots and lots and lots of feedback and comments on that post. And I wanted to share those with you as well. Let's see, where are they? Here we go, coming up right there. And so that's what inspired me to write this post. People were getting inspired by the things that I was saying on the post. So whenever I can bring it up for some reason, maybe it wasn't meant for me to talk about it, I'm not sure, but I'm trying to click comment, and it's not bringing up all the responses at this time, and it's okay. We're going to move on. So there's another post that I said, you got one time to dim my shine and you out. And I mean that. Thank you, Lord, for removing me from false friendships and protecting me from fake support. People who don't have your back, and you realize that not once but twice, and sometimes over and over again before you release a person. You know, you have to, because